James Dobson, beloved founder of Focus on the Family, dies at 89. Cause of death and his final words shared. The evangelical world is grieving the passing of Dr. James Dobson, the renowned Christian leader, psychologist, and family advocate who dedicated his life to strengthening the spiritual core of homes across America and beyond. Dobson died at the age of 89, leaving behind an enduring legacy of faith-based teaching, counseling, and ministry. His family confirmed the cause of death and released his final words, which reflect the values he spent his life promoting. Early life and calling. James Clayton Dobson Jr. was born in 1936 in Shreveport, Louisiana, into a devout Nazarene family. Faith was the foundation of his upbringing, and his father, a preacher, instilled in him the belief that the home was the cornerstone of society. That conviction followed Dobson throughout his life and became the driving force behind his career. After earning a PhD in psychology from the University of Southern California, he began working as a pediatric psychologist at the USC School of Medicine and Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. Those early years working with children and families gave him insight into the struggles faced by modern households, insights that would later fuel his ministry, building a movement. In 1977, Dobson launched Focus on the Family, a Christian ministry that began with a small staff but quickly grew into one of the most influential evangelical organizations in the world. Based in Colorado Springs, the ministry produced radio programs, books, counseling services, and family seminars that touched millions of lives. His radio broadcast reached listeners in more than 150 countries, and his best-selling books, such as Dare to Discipline and Bringing Up Boys, became essential guides for parents navigating the challenges of raising children in a rapidly changing culture. For decades, Dobson was seen as a spiritual mentor and trusted counselor for families. His calm, authoritative voice guided marriages, encouraged parents, and inspired believers to stay rooted in their faith. Cause of death. According to his family, Dr. Dobson passed away peacefully in his sleep from complications related to congestive heart failure. His health had been declining in recent months, but he remained spiritually strong, continuing to speak about faith and family until the very end. In their statement, his family shared, James lived a long and faithful life, dedicated to God, family, and service. He passed away from heart failure with peace in his spirit and gratitude for the work God allowed him to accomplish. Final words. In the final hours of his life, Dobson shared what would become his last words. The greatest treasure you will ever have is your family. Cherish them, protect them, and keep your faith alive. Those words, simple yet profound, echo the very heart of his message and will serve as a reminder of his lifelong mission to strengthen homes and communities. His lasting influence. Throughout his life, James Dobson was more than just a counselor or author. He was a cultural force. His advocacy often extended into the public square, where he became a prominent voice on moral and family-related issues. While sometimes polarizing, his unwavering commitment to Christian values earned him respect across denominational and political lines. Dobson's later years were dedicated to the James Dobson Family Institute, ensuring that his mission of equipping families with biblical principles would continue for generations. Tributes from around the world. Following news of his death, tributes poured in from faith leaders, politicians, and ordinary families who had been touched by his ministry. Prominent evangelical leader Franklin Graham remembered Dobson as a man who never compromised on the truth of Scripture and dedicated his life to the well-being of families. Rick Warren, author of The Purpose-Driven Life, added, James Dobson's wisdom shaped countless homes. His teachings will outlive him and continue to bless families worldwide. Families around the world have also taken to social media to share stories of how Dobson's words helped them overcome marital struggles, parenting challenges, and crises of faith. Family and Memorial Dobson is survived by his wife, Shirley, his children, and grandchildren, all of whom he often spoke of as his greatest joy. The family has announced that a memorial service will be held in Colorado Springs in the coming weeks, celebrating his life and legacy. They expressed their gratitude to supporters, writing, "While we grieve, we rejoice knowing he is with the Lord he served faithfully. His life was a testimony to the power of faith and the importance of family. Conclusion. James Dobson's passing marks the end of a remarkable life, but his voice will continue to echo in homes, churches, and communities worldwide. His books, broadcasts, and teachings remain a cornerstone of Christian family ministry. His final words, urging people to treasure their families and hold fast to their faith, are a lasting gift to the world he served. Though he has departed this life, his influence lives on, guiding families toward the same hope and strength that defined his own journey.